Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have an absolute banger. We are going to make Blade Ball in only 1 hour. Now, considering it is 1 p.m. on the dot right now, we only have till 2 to do this. We're here with Panda, which I've never made a game in 1 hour with this guy, so we're going to hope that it just works out. I think we're going to do a map that is, let's see, 300 by 300. I think that's, wow. I don't know how the same number went across everything. That's pretty cool, but let's just put it like that. And then our lobby could just be like something kind of small that floats over here. And then, of course, it's Blade Ball. So we need a sword. What would we do without a sword? I'm fumbling the bag right now, dude. I'm actually fumbling. Like, I can't click on any of the right buttons. And we have a whole hour. Like, I just gotta chill. All right, let's see. We got this guy. I'll put him up in the lobby. Oh my gosh, the lobby actually probably doesn't need to be that big. Let's work within our means here. Something like that is more like it. And then we're gonna need a sword. Nice. And I'm gonna go ahead and make that a tool for you. Yes, and next. Okay. You've got the tool. You have the parts. Feel free to start scripting. I am going to get onto actually building stuff. All right, guys. Now, from taking this to blocks to an actual map, we need a little bit of an idea, and we have 1 hour. So there's not going to be a ton of time to look around for ideas. I think I'm going to do a pretty classic arena type vibe, and that's about it. I think that's where we're going to be. We need a rig again. Avatar, rig. Yes, block rig. I don't know why I deleted it in the first place. All right, we're gonna need a ball. It's called Blade Ball, and we didn't even make a ball. So let's do that. Let's do a sphere. In fact, I'm gonna make one in Blender just so it looks cool. Let's do Blender stuff first. All right, here we are. Let's see, mesh, UV sphere, nice, shade smooth, auto smooth. Let's split this in half just to make it a little bit more unique. I think that looks pretty cool. The next thing that we need to do, I think I want to have like horn things, which would be pretty cool. So let's go ahead and grab we'll use a curve. That'll keep them real nice. We'll go path, and then we'll go into our curve properties, geometry, and I think we just up the depth. Yes. And we don't need the resolution to be too great. Something like that'll work. All right, now let's make it an actual thing like we wanted. A little horn type thing. Bring this one out, this one in, and we'll probably up that resolution a little bit at least. Up to like 4 is nice. Bring this more in. I want to say something like this kind of works out. Now we'll scale the bottom. I think something like that works. It looks a little goofy, but we only have 1 hour, so we don't really have the most amount of time to stay working on something like that's supposed to be like an easy thing. The next thing that I want to make is going to be some sort of a flag, I guess. Let's do S Shift Z. Yes, perfect. Then S and Z. Scale this up, and we will duplicate that. R90. Bring it up. Guys, keep in mind, we cannot make the most high quality assets. We have 1 hour to make a game. Here's where I'm at. If we could get a ball that you can hit back and forth and maybe rounds, I think we're in like a pretty good boat for 1 hour. I think we're going to use a Taurus knot, which is a little bit of a cheat code. I'm not going to lie. We're going to use this one. We'll up the resolution a little bit, shade smooth, auto smooth, and we're just going to put that right on this joint right here. It is a bit of a modeling cheat code, but I think we'll take any of those that we can get in this little hour challenge. Up next, mesh cube. Bring it up. We're going to scale this on the y-axis. Drop down a little bit. Oh yeah, this will look pretty good. Scale it on X. We'll do something around here, I guess. Add 1 loop cut, and we're gonna bring the middle up a little bit. This does seem a bit too thick. All right, I think something like that looks a little bit better. All right, are there any other assets we might need for the map build? I'm keeping it pretty simple for sure. All right, I don't know if I'm gonna end up using this or not, but I think it would be nice to have just in case. Let's do R90, S Shift Z. That didn't really work how I wanted it to. Awesome. Then let's add in 2 loop cuts, I guess 3, and we're gonna scale all of these in just a little bit. Now edges we will inset and extrude just so we have some sort of a log. Awesome. Let's take all this stuff into studio and get to work. We've only used 16 minutes of our time so far. Also, I have an idea for this. We don't have a sword, and the game is called Blade Ball. I gotta be honest, I'm not trying to make a sword, so I'm hoping I have time at the end to actually try and make one. But for now, we're probably gonna just stick with the little part at the beginning, which isn't the worst. but it's definitely not the best. It actually is the worst. It's the minimum viable thing you could use. All right, so idea for the what are these called again? The Colosseum. I'm gonna go like I think stone and wood would be a cool vibe to have. So let's see what we can kind of cook up. Also, I've been building with my studs turned off this whole time. I don't know if that means I'm good or horrible. All right, also I think the top will be all stone because I want to do like more than one floor, I guess. More than one story. We'll do something like this. Let me color all those in. We'll do a gray and we will do a brown here. Then second floor, I'm gonna do just wood on the top and stone kind of back here, but we're not gonna have all the sides being stone as well. Something like this should be at least somewhat decent. I'm gonna union all of this, which I wouldn't recommend for most people, but it is the quickest way to make sure that all of these textures are gonna line up. All right, and I'll do the same for the wood. Add easy textures plugin. Let's find a nice wood. We're gonna go a bit stylized, I think, and this, we're not even clicking on that. There we go. I actually really like this one, so let's do that. All sides and apply. Oh yeah, that's nice. Now for the stone, this is good for now. Yeah. Say that actually works pretty decently. All right, now here's the deal. Is Archimedes gonna be kind to us? It looks like it will. Let's put this up to like 15 and render all. I'm not mad at that, guys. We got a bit of like clipping and a bit of ugly spots in some places, but overall, 15 is a bit too small. We need to go a little tighter of an angle. I don't want the map to be as big. Let's try a 25. I mean, I'm not mad at that. Okay, maybe a little bit mad at that. All right, here's what we end up with. This looked bad, but it's on all of the spots, so it doesn't look too bad. It looks almost like part of the design. We'll try to make that work. Now we can start grabbing some of our assets and getting those colored in. This horn, I want like a brownish kind of color like that. This, we're gonna do the dark brown, lighter brown, and a red. And this is gonna have to be some sort of a brown. I'm gonna try this. Now the logs, I actually wanted to have horns on them, which it's goofy, but it's just, I think it'll look cool. So I'm gonna make probably like 2 variations of this, where I just have horns kind of coming out all sides of the logs. Something like that looks pretty good. And group. Okay, guys, here's the goal, right? We're gonna take the logs and put them on some of the corners like this, like just an extra accent piece. And I am gonna do this in the fastest way possible just to save time. So check it out. We have them on the exact opposite edges, and then we're just gonna use our rotate tool with both of them selected, and we could probably do every other one. Look how fast that is. Of course, every other one's actually not gonna work out for us. So we have a bit of a gap. What if we put it right on the angles? You know what? It looks weird, but not that bad. I do think the browns are a bit gross. They need to be darker. Let's just turn those down, like around there. Oh yeah, lighting is gonna help a ton as well. For the ground, I think I wanna do like a dark, sandy, something like this maybe. And then we definitely are gonna need to put a texture on it. Honestly, that one doesn't look too bad. Let's adjust this top texture to maybe like 13. You could definitely see the tiles, but you know, at a timed challenge, I don't think that's the worst. All right, I think I'm gonna remove these two on both sides and then make some sort of archway door that goes over it just to add a little variation in the map. Oh yeah, these should help kind of add a little bit of dimension to the map. Let's group that together ASAP, and we're gonna put them, they are gonna stay pretty massive. They're almost perfect sized, actually. I don't want them to go over the top of the building. We'll go something along these lines. We're gonna have to angle it because that is not, can we just put it like, yes, perfect. And then let's bring that up towards the top of the building. Something like that looks good. Black for here. And I like making these neon. It just kind of makes it a little more flawless. We're going to copy the texture and put it on this. And then we just got to paste one on the other side. Now we'll start doing the same thing that we did with the logs, but with the flags. Honestly, it's not coming out too bad. Let's get these big horns placed. And by big, I mean massive. I have a pretty cool idea, I think. Next thing I want to do is just play around with the lighting, try to make it look a little bit better. And then I want to make some sort of a mesh hill so this all isn't just looking flat. You know what? I'm not mad at this. I think that works pretty decent. let's go ahead and do something with this lobby. I have no idea what. I guess we'll just make the ground the same as the play area, but keeping it like maybe green? Life on the outside, if you will. I'm guessing this is the part you step on to join because it's called join. Let's change that from plastic to maybe force field just to, oh God. Wait, maybe not. We'll do glass. And I think I want to make that blue. Something like that. Now, as for up here, we are 38 minutes in. We're just going to make this, like most new simulators, where they have that, like, clear, checkered wall. I don't know. If it's good enough for them, it's good enough for me. We're not going to be spending too much time up here. Now, just to add one more thing into this spawn, I'm going to go ahead and take one of these hills, and I'll make it a lot smaller, make it green, and just make it fit in. All right, let's get everything anchored, and I think we're pretty good build-wise. I actually got another idea, guys. What if we took the flags, let me see, Control-C, Control-V, and we hung them below as well? I think that'd be good just to add one more detail into the map, and we have time, so we might as well use it. Oh, yeah. That's gonna help quite a bit. Just a whole nother detail, add some more color in here. I will say, I think I wanna offset these. I'm not sure. Like, what if we just rotated all of these over a little bit so they're behind the log? Yeah, I like that quite a bit better. All right, guys, we've got the lobby. We have the map, which doesn't look too bad, actually. It doesn't look too good, but at least it doesn't look exactly horrible. The sword is staying the part. We have 6 minutes left, and I'm sure I could whip something up that looks slightly better than the part, but I don't think it's worth it, man. It's not gonna look as good as it should, and I'm embarrassed of my sword and weapon modeling skills, so we're just gonna skip that part. And you remember that little part tool at the beginning we made? Yeah, that's gonna be the sword. Anyways, with 6 minutes left to spare, I think myself and Panda are done, so we're gonna hop in a team test and see if we have a working blade ball. First, blade ball test. We made blade ball in 1 hour, actually, in like 54 minutes, 56 minutes, something like that. So we have our lobby. We hit this part to jump in, and there's the ball. Hey, okay. Can we kill? Let's see. First one to die. Bro, it's getting faster. First one to die loses. First one to die loses. First one to die loses. Okay, it's looking a little scuffed.
Oh.
I'm gonna walk away so it doesn't. Oh.
I win.
I mean, honestly, like we could say it like this, right? It's not great, but it's not that bad. We have a ball flying back and forth. I will say, if we do one of these challenges, I think it'd be so cool to get the rest of teams, right? Like, imagine if we had a UI designer, an animator, a scripter, a builder, a modeler, like one of each profession, heck, maybe even a music composer in these videos to where we could make it a more full game within 1 hour. Like, imagine if we just had an animation to swing this stick. It would automatically look a lot better, I think. So I think, Panda, I think you are the new scripter for the 1 hour videos if you're down. And then if anyone in the comments is a UI designer, a music composer, anything else, an animator that goes into these and wants to do 1 hour challenge videos, let me know, bro. Anyways, blade ball in 1 hour, I would consider it a success, man. I'd consider it a success. What do you think, Panda?
I like it.
You have to lose at least one more, because I've been losing a bit, and it's not happening again. I'm getting closer. It's so scuffed. Like, you cannot tell whose turn it is to hit this ball at all. No. But, all right, Panda, you should stop clicking for just a second because I want to win. And, hello? There we go.
Okay.
All right, scuffed, yes. Working, yes. Guys, that's gonna wrap this one up after we get into some questions. Question number 1 for the day, for the rotating mini-map, will you make players be able to click on the map and be able to see a full map? Yes, of course, in the, I think it's the next Dream Game video. It might be the one after that. There is a lot of mini-map improvements, and I can't wait to show them to you guys. Question number 2, which style do you prefer building in the most? Low poly or realistic? Guys, I gotta be honest, it's like in the middle. I just call it like fun realism, right? I'm not going for any sort of hyper realistic builds where you look at it and you're like, this is Roblox? I think those are really, really cool, but they're not exactly the most fun to do for me. I like making stuff that looks, it's in Roblox, but good. I don't really know how to explain it, guys. I think my style is gonna end up being between realistic and fun. I can't say cartoon because it's, I don't know. I hope that explained it at least somewhat decent. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.